This is section 7.2 on the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. They give you three lengths. We're going to decide if those lengths make a triangle, and if it does, to classify the triangle. So it's just like the ones we did before. If it's a triangle, decide if it's right, acute, or obtuse. Well, the first thing you need to do is make sure it's a triangle. 10 plus 11, those are the smallest sides now. That's bigger than 14. This is definitely a triangle. Okay, so maybe I don't know how to indicate that it is a triangle other than to write it. Maybe I'll just make a little check mark there. That is definitely a triangle. Now, you have to decide, is it a right triangle? And if it's not, what would it be instead? Now I'm going to type this in, 10 squared plus 11 squared. That gives me 221. Compare that with 14 squared. That gives me 196. 221 is bigger than that, so this is an acute triangle. This second one, we have 15, 10, and then 5 squared of 13. Notice how they're definitely not in order because I put the 15 first, and I did that on purpose. You need to make sure you know which two sides are the smallest. So obviously 10 is smaller than 15. What about 5 squared of 13? You could use those tricks I showed you earlier, or you could just type it in your calculator. This is actually bigger than 18. Okay, so this is the biggest side, and that's important. 10 plus 15, those are the two smallest. Is that bigger than 18? It is. So that's going to be a triangle. Now, the second thing you need to do is see what kind of triangle it is. 10 squared plus 15 squared. Does that equal 5 squared of 13 squared? Ten squared plus 15 squared gives you 325. 5 squared of 13, I'm just going to type that in first, 5 squared of 13. That gives me that number that was bigger than 18. Now I'm just going to hit the squared button, and that gives me exactly 325. That means this is a right triangle. Next one, again, it's definitely out of order. 30 is bigger than 24. What about 6 squared of 43? It's a goofy looking number. It's a little bit bigger than 39. This is the biggest. That's important. 24 plus 30, is that bigger than 39? Definitely, so it makes a triangle. What is 24 squared plus 30 squared? Compare it with 6 squared of 43 squared. Gives you 1476. Now let's see what 6 squared of 43 is. Remember I told you it was a little bit bigger than 39? Square it. That gives me 1548, which is bigger than that 1476. So this is obtuse. Last one, 15, 20, 36. Don't get so excited to jump into this that you forget to figure out if this is a triangle. 15 and 20 are definitely the smallest sides, so this seems easy. But 15 plus 20 is 35. 35 is not bigger than the biggest side. This is not even a triangle. So please be careful with that example.